Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2012. When last I was playing this a while ago now, in episode 3, I was at the Tour of Normandy. I did not do very well. In fact, I did terribly. What I have done is I've moved ahead and I've done a whole bunch of races off camera because the episodes would be incredibly long and they'd really stack up, even getting through the first season if I recorded everything. So I will show you what I've done. I have, so we had the Tour of Normandy where we left off in episode 3. I felt that pretty badly. The team didn't do any well. I didn't get really, I think, any money for that. Then we moved forward and we had this Magdal Dengi tour. Again, that was pretty poor. The Tour Dunheim, that was a poor one as well. We had a few poor ones. Now, the Presbyterian Hospital Invitational Criteria, we won that. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty confident we won that. If I just go and look at my sponsors, have a look, you'll see first place, Hill. One of our 5 stars. Result was first. There you go. Hill actually held off, I think, one of my other riders. So that was pretty good. Battenkill, no good. The Volkswagen Sea Otter Classic. Well, I always actually simulate that one because it's a terrible race to actually go in and do it in the 3D stage. So I simulated that one, so I never really get any good points there. The Joe Martin stage race, that didn't end up very well. The time trial at the start was pretty poor. The Tour of Gilead, we needed to wear the leader's jersey, and Ronga did. On the first stage he actually did. However, that was won by Rosskopf, and you can see him there, Joey Rosskopf. He got the win. He won by 7 seconds to this guy in second place. I'm not going to say his name. He did very well. I think we won 3 stages in that race. So Tour of Gilead was good. Gave us some good money. Then the Burner Rundfahrt didn't do any well in that. That was my second string team, I have to say. So I simulated that one and really didn't come up with anything at the end of the day. So I have moved, that's my squad, I have moved now obviously to the starting point of the Tour of California, the big one for the year. It's not in my sponsorship, but it's the best money and it gives you the most points if I want to get into Pro Conti for next season. I don't think I will, most likely, but you can see now that I have 96,000 euros from where I was before. I was around about the 30s. And if we look at our rankings in the teams, we will switch through. In the Continental, we are now sitting in 23rd, and we moved up 8 spots in the last month. And that's pretty much thanks to the Tour of Gilead, but we still only have 194 points. And given teams like Cofidis are up here with 1100, it's going to be very hard even to get up into 3rd place against Eurocar and Ascent Jobs. But that's alright, second season, hopefully we should do well. Now you can see here, when I set up my fitness regime in the first episode, I wanted them to peak around the Tour of California, and they pretty much are. The only one here, you can see Tyler Magna, 76, and that's simply because he's injured. You can see this in the schedule. He's got this red line. He's been injured for a couple of months now, and according to the red line, he'll be injured until the 9th of July. I don't have a doctor, so that's going to take a while. If I had a doctor, it obviously would speed up the process, but I don't. So that's pretty much where I am. Now this is kind of a double header for me because the Royal Smythe race has my second string team, which has Magna in it, who can't actually ride. So they'll be fielding 5 members, so I'll be simulating that one while I focus on the Tour of California, because that's the big one. Where hopefully we can get some money. I've got Rosskopf peaking just at the right time after winning Tour of Gilia, so hopefully he'll have a really good race at the Tour of California. So let's move ahead, see what we can do. Stage 1. This is our big one. Now, it's a green stage, but it does have a few mountains, so it should be a sprint finish. We'll see how we go. We can just skip all through this. Again, as you can see, the fitness, all in the 95s, 96, that's pretty much perfect. That's exactly where you want to be when you're peaking for the really big races that you want, say one of the Grand Tours or one of the big classic races like Paris-Roubaix. You want your fitness to be there. That really, really helps. All their recoveries are excellent, so we're doing well. It can really only be down to bad management or just some random event that causes me not to do well in this particular stage race. Just taking its time loading up. If my recorder had some sort of pause function, it would make it easier for me to just pause and come back when the race starts, but it's literally, what, 25 seconds? It's, I guess, not that bad. Okay, maybe longer than 25 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Here we go.
Today's terrain is fairly level, so it's ideal ground for those who are good on the flat.
So we will highlight them all, put them into relay to get them to the front, so they try to avoid getting separated on any of the hills. A couple of Cat 2s in here in the last third. Breakaways will be pretty big on this stage, so try to get out in front. Actually get a little bit of pace here, so no one... Oh, and it started already. Yes.
He's trying to break away. It's probably a bit too early for that.
I was hoping to get all my team at the front before that, but Baker, we put a... Yeah, you can slow him down because they're all fighting to keep this breakaway from happening, and now another one's going.
A small group of riders are trying to get clear of the bunch.
There's Runga. Get him to come to the front, and then I'll get him to maintain that. Rosskopf and...
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Am I missing something? I think I'll get Baker to go a bit further to the front. Where's Rosskopf? Oh, he's right down here. This is kind of the problem, because you actually do expend a little bit of energy. I don't think it really matters, although in the Grand Tours it can start to impact on you, I think, later on. Oh, Baker's probably right at the front now. He's in amongst these guys.
The pack gave them no chance.
See, Rosskopf is he's just getting hammered here, so bring him down. There's Cadell Evans from Australia, like me. Bit of wind as well.
We can see that the pack is increasing the pace. It's going to be difficult to break away now.
I don't know if I should be doing this with Rosskopf here. They've slowed down, so I can get him to the front so I can settle him down. There we go. You can see the wind is at 41. That's pretty reasonable. You can actually get splits if you want to relay at the front with 41. Ben King going.
Attack!
Nicky
It's a good
Terpstra.
moment to show the team colors.
Yeah, some good riders in this one. Alright, so I've got him in a reasonable position. What I normally do now is I will speed up the progression of the race. I'm not looking for mountain points. I'm only concerned if someone drops off or gets a flat or something of that nature. Water bottles, of course. Lipskin will be my water bottle guy for the race. So I can pretty much go to times 8. Sprint's not going to worry me at all. A bit of rain. Now some riders don't like the rain. The database will note that, so they don't perform as well in the rain. I think their mood goes down. If their mood's down, they won't perform as well either. Oh, and while I'm talking, I didn't get my drinks. Should be fun. The water bottles can actually run out for a reasonable length of time before I think they start flashing red, if I remember correctly, which actually means they're depleted. Just because they run out doesn't actually mean that they're depleted then. So the breakaway's got 7:20 ahead of the peloton, but it's coming down, which is pretty standard in this game. Unless, of course, you've got the race lead, and then the AI sort of acts a bit weird and forces you to do absolutely all the work most of the time. Not all of the time. We'll get a drink before we start this mountain. Cat 2 and a Cat 3 close together. Really won't have much of an effect on anyone. It's the Cat 2 after that I think sometimes can have an effect. So this is the same team that I've been using throughout the year as a group. So I've worked out how I do my lead outs with these guys, and it kind of came together well in the Tour of Gilia. I'll just slow this down because we're coming up to this Cat 2. I got it working well in the Tour of Gilia, where Rosskopf got a couple of sprint victories. Now we're just falling off the pace a little bit here. I think we'll come back. Lipskin needs to get another water bottle. I'd like Ronga to be a little bit closer up the front, and I'd like Baker to be closer up the front as well. Lipskin, I might have left it too late. Lipskin may not get over the mountain now. So I want to slow Ronga down. Once he gets in, he's in. And Baker. Slow him down, he'll be at the back here. Hopefully Lipskin can come back. No, he won't come back. He'll probably be climbing when he's trying to give water, and that's not always very good. Oh well. So this is where you can get some breaks here. Sometimes I drive here with a guy like Rosskopf. He's got, what's he got? He's got hills of 63 and mountains of 64. That's not brilliant compared to the guys with 80, but his fitness is 95, so that kind of puts him in the 70s, I would have thought. as probably a rule of thumb. But it helps that much. Alright, so we'll get over the mountain and then we'll probably speed up a little bit because there's Evans. If you look at his stats, he's got 79 for hills and 79 for mountains. Acceleration 75. Yeah, most of him are green, so free speed, and he's cobbles. It'd be nice to have, but he's worth a lot of money. Now where's Lipscomb? Lipscomb is actually going to come up to them and give them water, which is great. No one broke, which is good. All my guys are together. Oh, here we go. Mensubo, he's gone. If that's the case, I'm going to send Rosskopf on to effort. I think he's just stuck in, he is. Oh, and Baez goes. Mensubo slows down. Let's see what Rosskopf can do here. This may be folly. Albacini's coming. Oh no, he's dragging pretty much everyone back. Rosskopf's, he's got a gap. He does have a gap. He's got a gap here as well. Will he go straight past these guys? He will. Now he's on the down here, so I will put him on 80 on the down, but I will drag him back to 70 as soon as he gets on the up. Got a gap of, oh, I've got a gap of about 120. Drop him back to 70. This could be very bad news. Let's check everyone else. They're all here. He's got a gap of 140, 145. So he's 140. Yeah, he's holding. At the moment, he's holding anyway. Right on the down, he's gonna have to. Really gonna have to. Alright, so let's shoot him away on 80.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Alright, so we seem to be holding around the 140 mark. None of my other guys will do a single thing. They will just sit there. We'll just let Baker and Ronga go to the front a little bit better. They won't do anything though, but they will go to the front. Rosskopf, we will, oh, 10 to go, so we're going to put him on 85 from here. 132. They are coming back.
Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway. 10 kilometers remaining.
Alright, so this is a bit of a problem. 120, he's coming down. Coming down, 124. I think, no, actually, I think I'm actually away now. We'll have to take a gel in a minute. 6, 5. Yep, take the gel. We'll take the gels on all these guys and we'll actually put them on effort and we'll take them up to 85. Ooh. Anything higher than 85 causes a problem. So, I'll let them run. Unless they drag everyone else up. No, they're not. They're he's on. I'll let him sprint.
It's going to be very fast.
Are we sprinting for minor places? No, we won't. We'll just let them coast in. We'll let them coast in. So who? Michael Matthews, Andre Greipel, Alan Davis, is that right? Yeah, Alan Davis. Kwiatkowski, whole bunch. Rosskopf's going to be caught. Oh, no, I don't think so. Just going to get the win, but quite frankly, he's not going to get he's not going to get actually a split from the peloton. He'll get the time bonus only. Was it worth it? Well, we'll have to see. So that's a victory. Good start for the team, with Rosskopf getting the victory. But at what cost, I have to wonder. So Rosskopf gets the win from Krita and Fernandez. I don't know either of those two, quite frankly. Obviously, I got the overall time with only an 8-second gap. I have the points as well. Mountains for a guy called Klyer? Yeah, Klyer. We'll go with that anyway. It's from Garmin Sharp. Rosskopf's the best young rider, of course. And Garmin Sharp has the overall team victory, and we are sitting in 6th, so that's nice to see that we're in the top 10. That one. So that was a reasonable start for Rosskopf. Robin Carpenter was our next best in 31st, but that doesn't really matter. We're not worried about that. So we go to 101,000 euros now, and we will move on to stage 2. Right, so I think it will ask me, oh no, it's gone to stage 2. So it's a medium mountain, so orange, so we haven't gotten into the red yet. That's an interesting little loopy bit. Can still be a sprint finish, but there'll probably be some gaps. And now that we're in the lead, quite frankly, I don't think I want to be in the lead. It will make things harder. I'm going to manage the peloton, going to manage the breakaway, just to make sure that someone in the breakaway is not good enough to then hold on for the rest of the 7 or 8 stages to go. And with 6 riders, that actually does make that quite a bit harder. It's a lot easier, obviously, with 9 riders. You can pretty much expend them and use them up in terms of energy. But it is what it is, and we will try our best. That seemed a little bit quicker.
The profile of the route is a fairly mixed bag, so everybody should find a section to their pleasing. It's a beautiful day today. That should be to the liking of most riders.
Alright, so we'll put Ronga into maintain straight away. Hopefully the breakaway won't go yet. Baker, let him drive a bit. Same with Carpenter. Zawacki, and here they go.
He's launching an attack.
Whole bunch. Rosskopf and Lipscomb. Where's Lipscomb? Lipscomb's fairly at the back. Alright there. KO. Ben King. I think that was Ben King. Generally the guys that break are guys that have got the fighter capability. That means they can attack multiple times. I think that's the only reason pretty much for the stat of fighter is how many times they can actually attack. I don't think it helps very much. It's good for the AI, but it's not really that good for the player, because you still expend energy when you do attack. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way it works. So we have one out in the break at the moment. That is not going to last. Stemper. Bit surprised by that. I'll sit on Lipscomb. Here we go, another break. Torkel, Van Summeren, Brown, Miller. That's a pretty big breakaway. So the pack is actually, the peloton's trying to draw them back. Surprisingly, I'm not gonna assist them at all. Quite frankly, let them go. That's Nicky Terpstra. He's got a fighter of 72, so he's probably wouldn't mind getting in the breakaway. The AI will probably force it. Van Summeren, he's got a fighter of 72 as well. 72 for Miller. This guy, 64, so he won't hang around too many times, I wouldn't have thought. 72 for him. Peloton's back. Now we're coming up to a sprint, so the sprinters will come out very shortly if this breakaway doesn't get away and these guys are trying. We'll just speed it up a little bit. I won't be doing very much right now. In fact, we'll go times 4 because I can let them get away really. Alright. We'll let them get away, we'll let them form, and then we'll see what we'll see. So more attacks here, Van Summeren. So he's dragging the peloton back up to the breakaway, so that's fine. They're doing it again, more dragging. It's one guy away. Van Summeren's going now. Now. Peloton hasn't reacted as well this time. So we kind of need it to form so we can actually see what we've got and what we need to do. Alright, so Lipscomb needs to get some water for us. We'll just focus on someone like Carpenter at the moment. Alright, so the breakaway has 7 guys. Van Summeren's in there, Miller, Nathan Brown, Keogh. I don't think that's how you say his name. Keogh? Oh, I don't know. And then we've got someone behind at 125, Powers. Is that Jack Powers? I think so. I think it might be. And then the peloton, so we are 5 and a bit down with 129 to go. So it's a reasonable break already. I hope the peloton actually helps us today. I think we'll just stay on 4. I think that causes frame rate issues. I do apologise for that. Although it does say I'm getting 60 odd frames, so it should be fine. So before the base of this Cat 1, I need to have, and we're about 40 away, so I will go up to times 8 again, because I want to speed this up. It's pretty boring to watch this bit if we're not actually doing anything. So Lipskin's going to be water bottling again. Not just yet. I want to get closer to the base of this climb. It's 18 to the top, so we'll do it now. Okay, so we're on the climb. We're at 5:35 to the breakaway. We are the peloton. That's nice. Nikki Toaster seems to be doing a lot of work at the front. So times 4 up the mountain will be fine. Pretty much the only guy I have to worry about is Rosskopf. And he is falling back. Why is he falling back? Rosskopf, Baker. Well, I think we're going to get him to all effort to the front here. This is just split us. Almost split us. This is a Cat 1.
Watch out! A team leader is falling behind.
There's Bram Tinking. Michael Matthews. Rosskopf. A couple of big riders here. In fact, Lipskin will get him to, and we'll get Zawacki to, Carpenter, he's right at the front. I don't want him to drag us too far apart. There's Runga. Baker, coming back up to the front. If we effort to the front, we'll then drag the peloton with us, the guys that can, and we'll basically break everyone else. And unfortunately, we could break one of my own. So we'll times 2 it as we go up here. Because I think we're okay. We just need Rosskopf to come up a bit closer. Lipskin's now coming to the front.
We're into the last third of the
And
race.
Rosskopf's the same. So we'll have him settle down.
Right down. The teammates of those in the breakaway are not going to make an effort. It's up to the other teams to get their fingers out.
We'll get him to come up to the front as much as we possibly can. Okay, there we go. Zawacki's there. They're all there now. No issues. Peloton has reduced to 88. That's actually a fairly big reduction on that Cat 1.
The pace is quite slow on this section. The riders are obviously keeping something back. We should be in
Just down to 318 to the breakaway. We'll go a little bit quicker on the down. We might slow that down a little bit. So Lipskin needs to get some more water very quickly. I probably left that a bit too long. I've been more concerned with how this looks. If someone's watching it then actually playing the game.
They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
So this is another Cat 1 we're coming up to. Lipskin, very good. He got there just before we hit the meaty part of this climb, so that's fine. Tim Wellen's at the front there, I think.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Alright, so Mancebo is attacking. And Salas has gone with him. Is Bram tanking? Yes, Bram tanking is attacking as well. And I think Clark's about to go as well. Alright, so this is where I think Rosskopf now needs to make sure he stays as close to the front as possible. A lot of the time they'll bring them back.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up. This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages
And so
are very high.
there's quite a good deal of action here.
Several riders are in trouble.
Even Rosskopf had his 95, 96 fitness. He's just, well, there's a break here. There is a break.
The lead over the pack is dwindling.
Will Rosskopf, should I let him go? Yeah, he needs to keep going, yes. Moser. Problem is I'm doing all the work here. Dragging these guys with me. I need to probably now just maintain. This needs to be what I'm doing, I think. Just maintain. Another break.
This rider is looking to break away. Look, the pack has taken its foot off the gas. The team leaders can't be too worried about the breakaway.
Rosskopf, Runga. Okay, so a bunch of guys here. Some of my teammates. Alright, on the down, we'll just speed up a little bit. So we're dragging the back? No, we don't. We're not actually dragging the back. So we will.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
We'll effort these guys. We'll effort them on 70. Did I just speed up? No. We'll effort them on 75. In fact, we'll put them up to 80 now. Because we can't actually sprint until 2 kilometers from the finish. And if I remember correctly, I can't actually. So Baker can't follow. Oh, yes, he can. He can. So we'll just set this up very quickly. And Rosskopf follow Baker. Yep. We are doing that on 80, so that's probably not as good as normal. Means we'll expend our energy a little too fast, but okay.
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway.
Out of the way, Lipskin. Okay, so Lipskin can just now maintain.
Puncture for a rider. 10 kilometers remaining.
Right, so Runga is there.
The pack is slowly whittling away the lead.
It's a reasonable break there.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
Oh, that's always good that when the peloton catches the break, it breaks things apart, and sometimes you can get a gap. We didn't actually on this occasion. We didn't get a gap.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
So Runga, we will now go to 95. We're pretty much setting this up as a sprint. We can sprint. I do apologise. I got that wrong. Don't want to do it just yet. Well, we do want to do it now because they're coming over the top of us fairly quickly. Rosskopf could win this. He could win this. Carpenter, he's setting him up really well. Oh, well, maybe not. This guy, Krita. Oh, Rosskopf. Has he got him? He's got him. Easily. Got him easily. Carpenter. Second victory in a row. So we've held on for another victory after all that. That was quite good in the end. Carpenter, he's going to pick up third. So we've done it again. We'll speed it up. Stage 2 is complete. So, another win for Rosskopf against Krita. Carpenter got third. Cadell Evans, 9th, and Vandenbroek, 10th. A couple of big names there. So Rosskopf now has 16 second lead to Krita. I think Krita was second in stage 2 as well. And Carpenter is 5th. Points, there you go, Rosskopf still Mountain, Van Summeren. Fair enough. Best Young Rider, again, Rosskopf, and Carpenter has that one in second. Team-wise, we're out of the top 10 already. That's probably because of Zawacki. I think he was well back. So, if we sort by general, there we go, we're in first, and Carpenter is in 5th at 32 seconds. Alright, that's very good. We will end this episode here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be back shortly with episode 5, I think it is. Alright, bye.